Good morning. We have a Focus, an 11 plate Focus with a wheel bearing gone. We have removed the hub, and the hub is in my vise. And this bearing won't come out. And normally we'd hit this out with a hammer, but for some reason that doesn't want to come out. So what we're going to do is to cut it out with oxyacetylene. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we're cutting the back of the bearing off here. This is the inner race, and the inner race has been mushroomed by Ford. Thank you, Ford, to prevent the inner race coming out. So we've got to chop it out in oxyacetylene. So what I'm doing here, I'm getting really, really hot and then blasting oxygen in it. And those big sparks that you can see nowish, yay, is all the grease inside it catching fire and sparking, and oh god, how dramatic is oh look, there it goes again. But the idea is just to get the inner race out.
You're having a lot of fun there, aren't you?
Look at that. One inner race removed.
It's really fun.
That was my normal wake-up alarm. So we're getting somewhere now, because that, you might be able to see that, it's come off there. That is a terrible piece of burning. So yeah, if you're an expert burner, don't judge me. Putting something on YouTube and saying don't judge me. Okay, so we have a slightly different technique now. We're going to put the oxy away in due course. I'm going to shut it off. Because we don't want no fires. And now it's time. So if you're wondering what the terrible noise was, it's that. That's it's a stick welder, it's an arc welder. And we're going to run a bead of weld around here, and that will collapse the bearing in and it'll just knock out. Never done arc welding on YouTube before. So for anybody interested, I'm going to be using a 2.5mm rod, mainly because all my 3.2s are sat in a pool of water, and I'm going to be welding this on about 165 amps and 55 volts. This is a huge amount of power, because we want that as hot as possible, really. Right, so see you on the other side. This is way too much power for a 2.5mm rod, really.
So yeah,
So what you need, and what this is, that's an oil-cooled welder that I bought really cheap from eBay, and it is an absolute monster machine. It's absolutely fantastic. It's much better than the air-cooled ones you get. So if you're ever looking for an arc welder, see if you can get one of those oil-cooled ones, because they are these beads. But back to the bearing. What I'm literally doing here is just running a beaded weld round the inside of the outer race. And what that does, it pulls the outer diameter in, and it just makes it drop out. Well, not quite drop out, but tap out the hammer. And easy stuff.
See, look at that.
Stuff. I learned this technique from one of the fitters that I was working with when I had a proper job. And he suggested this to me, and it's what I've used every time for every bearing since, and it works such a treat. So John Evans, thank you very much, buddy. You did me a real favor there.
So what we're doing now, just getting it square all the time. That's like that. No gap at the back there. All good. Done.